class we'll see without delaying. Okay, in the next topic, what we'll see is we'll just see the ramp and railing. Okay, first let us go with this railing topic. So railing, generally where will provide this railing. So this railing will be provided generally instead of the parapet wall. Okay, if you require the boundary in the first floor, okay, instead of the parapet wall we can replace it with railing, or else in case in the balconies, okay, in the balconies if you have any balcony, then you can provide the railing there. Okay, and even in the staircase, okay, in the staircase, so we have the railings, okay, which are just as an to the side, okay, just above the balusters we have the railings. Okay, so that is the usage of railings. Okay, so in Revit architecture, in this software, how can we assign the railings to the structure? Okay, for suppose, so this is my house. Okay, let me delete this. So in this I just want to place a railing here. Okay, in the front side I want to place a railing. So in the front side I just want to place a railing here. Okay, so let us see how to place. So before that, as usual, we need to open the floor plans view. Okay, so as we are placing the railing in the level 1, that is in the ground floor, then we have to open here the floor plans level 1 view. Okay, then click on sketch path. Okay, here you have two types of railings. One is sketch path and the other one is place on host. Okay, so place on host, it requires a host, either it is a staircase or ramp. Okay, so if you want to place the railings on either in staircase or ramp, then you can go with this place on host. So if you want to draw the railing, okay, by specifying the path, then you can go with the sketch path. Okay, so click on the sketch path in the railing. So you can see here, these are the same draw tools that are getting every time. Okay, every time when we are drawing something, we'll get the same draw tools. Okay, and after selecting the railing, the same process is repeated. We need to cross check the properties. Okay, in the properties palette we need to cross check the properties. So here first thing is type selector. So in the type selector you can see the type of the railings here. So 900 mm railing is there, pipe railing. Okay, 1100 mm pipe railing. Next, glass panel railing is there. Okay, first let me use this 1100 mm railing. Okay, I'm just using this 1100 mm. This is nothing but height. Okay, so you can go with this edit type and you can check its properties. So here height is 2 meters. Okay, so I'm just changing it to 1100. Yesterday we have changed it. Okay, so that's why it is showing like this. So railing height is 1100 mm. Okay, so after that, base level. So this is my base level in the railing. So I'm just drawing the railing here. So for suppose, listen carefully, I'm just specifying the railing path. So this boundary, okay, boundary of the floor, I'm just specifying the railing path. So look at this, I have drawn the railing like this. Okay, so until this point only I have just drawn the railing. Let's see how it has come. Okay, the railing also, it should be connective. Okay, it doesn't matter if it is not closed loop, it should be connective. Okay, it should be connective. So it doesn't matter if it is not closed loop. Okay, you have to take care that whatever you will draw, it should be connective. Okay, then click on finish. So look at this, I have created a railing here. Let us see it in 3D view. Look at this. Here the railing is placed outside. Half portion of the railing is placed outside. Okay, we have selected the boundary of the floor, right? So it has placed its center. It's placed its center exactly on the boundary of the floor. Okay, but this is not the actual thing that is required to us. We need the railing inside the floor, right? So practically we'll install the railing on the floor. Okay, inside the floor, right? So if you want to get that kind of thing, okay, if you want to get that arrangement, let me delete this. So select the railing here. So in this, now while drawing, you need to specify the offset. Okay, offset from the point you will specify. Okay, I'm just giving the offset as some 50 mm. Okay, I'm just giving the offset 50 mm, and now I'm specifying the path for railing. Look at this. Okay, then click on finish. Now let us see it in 3D view. Now you can see it will be placed exactly inside the floor and on the floor. Okay. If you want to move it up and down, you can move it up and down by going through this elevational view. Okay. So in the elevation, look at this, exactly on the floor it has been placed. If you want to move it inside, insert it inside the floor, you can insert it by using this down arrow. Okay. Look at this. Now the railing is a little bit inside the floor. Okay. This is how we can change the height of the railing placement. Okay. And so this side also we need the railing, right? At a time we cannot create the railings of two different parts. Okay, so again we have to select the railing and we have to create sketch it on this side. Okay, so I'm just giving the same value of 50 offset from the specified reference point. Okay, so let us draw it. So now my reference point is, now my reference line is, it is out of the floor. Okay, now if you want to flip its direction, okay, to flip its direction, just click spacebar. Okay, spacebar, click here, and one more time I'll just start from here, and then let me end it until this point. Okay, and next thing is, if you can see here, they have crossed. Okay, it should not like this, they should not cross, it should be continuous. If I go on finish, then look at this, it is showing the error that the railing line must be a single connected sketch. If you want to separate pieces of railing, create two or more separate railings. Okay, it should be a single. If you want separate railing, you need to again activate the tool and you need to go drawing freshly. Okay, so now what we have to do means, to make it connective and single, we have to trim this extended portion, right? So let us trim this by using trim or extend tool. Okay, then click on finish. Now let us see it in 3D view. So look at this. Now we have created the railing successfully. So for suppose if I don't require this kind of railing, okay, I just want something different like glass panel railing, okay, other than this. Okay, so if suppose if you want to change the type of the railing, the simple thing, you can select the railing, okay, which is, which you would like to change, select the railing, and then in the type selector, select the type which is required to you. Okay, now I have converted this normal railing, okay, pipe railing, into glass panel railing. Okay, similarly for this also, let me change it. Okay, so this is how we can place. So many of you are having one doubt something. Okay, so generally we have certain wall. Okay, we don't have railing exactly sometimes. Okay, exactly on the floor we have wall. Okay, we have certain height there, height above that we have railing. Okay, so if you want to get that thing, okay, if you want to get that thing, for suppose I'll just draw it here. Okay, you'll get an idea. Okay, first thing is I'll select a wall. Okay, and I'll reduce its offset minus 2900. So I'm just drawing 100 height here. Let me change the location line. Finish face interior. Okay, so let us see it in 3D. I'm reducing its height. Okay, now its height is only 200 until level 2. I'm just connecting it and reducing its height to minus 2800. Okay, now if you want to place a railing on this, okay, now if you want to place a railing on this wall, Then how can we place the railing? Any guesses? So let me open the plan view. I am choosing the railing now. Okay, we need to place the railing on this wall. Okay, so to place the railing on this wall, so same wise, I'll just select the offset of 50 mm. Okay, and in the after later that we need to give the base offset. Okay, from the level. So base offset is we need to place it on the wall, right? So I'm just giving the height as 130 mm. Okay, so the sorry, it is of 200, right? 200 height we have taken, so let us take it as 180 mm. Okay, or else we can select the without giving offset, we can simply select the center line of this wall so that it will exactly place at the center. Let us see it in 3D view. Look at this. Now the railing is placed on the wall. Okay, so hope you got the difference between this and this. Is it clear? Yeah, for suppose in the railing itself, if you want to have the opening here, okay, if you want to have create an opening in this railing, okay, so how to create the railing means simply create, you can go for split and you can split the railing. Okay, you can split the railing. So I splitted the railing, so wherever I just want opening, I can delete that portion. Okay, this works only in the latest version. Okay, this option works only in the latest version. In the earlier version, even in the 2017 also, you cannot able to split the railing after created. Okay, after creation you cannot be able to split the railing like this. This option is this is updated only in 2021 version. Okay, in the latest version only you can get this option, splitting the railings after creation. Okay, so if the railing is clear, we'll just move on to the next topic. How to give offset. Yeah, simple thing, offset. We just need to enter the value of, okay, whatever the value. For suppose, okay, for suppose, look at this. We have here two types of offset. One is base offset and the other one is offset from the reference line. Okay, so if you give the base offset, then we will get the objects to be drawn at certain height. Okay, so if look at this in this railing itself. So I have given two types of offset, one offset in the options bar and another offset in the base offset. Okay, so this base offset means, look at this. So this railing initially the bottom level of this railing is, okay, bottom level of this railing is level 1. Okay, if I eliminate this offset value, okay, if I make it as 0 offset value, what happens means my railing will start the position of, okay, it will be placed exactly at that level. Okay, level 1, just on the level 1. Okay, so but I have the wall here, I don't want the railing to be placed from level 1, I just want to place this railing on the wall. Okay, on this wall. So we have here, what is the height of the wall here? We have drawn the wall of 200 mm, right? So height. So what I'll give is I'll specify this 200 mm as base offset, or nothing but from the base it will create 200 mm offset and it will place as this railing. Okay, that is the meaning of giving the value in base offset. Okay, if suppose if I give 100 mm here, okay, positive value 100 mm, what happens means from the level 1, okay, it will aligns that object at 100 mm, okay, above it. Okay, above the level 1, at 100 mm above the level 1 it will align that object. So let me place it to 180 mm, okay, little bit inside the wall. So as it is 200 mm, 20 mm inside the wall, I'm just placing this railing from the bottom. Okay, Look at this. So you can look at this here, it is inserted. As I place my cursor, you can see the inserted portion inside the wall, that is of 20 mm. So it will be placed, this railing will be placed above. This is a level. Okay, so you can see, look at this, this is a level, level 1, ground level. So from this level, above it we have a wall here. Okay, so that is placed, the wall of 200 mm height we have. So now we have placed above that wall. Okay, now the base offset has become one above that wall, whatever the distance from the level 1. Okay, and one more offset is, so look at this, in the railing itself we have one more offset here. Okay, the same offset we can get in the wall also. Okay, so with the reference, if you want to draw the wall at certain distance, you can create this, you can provide that offset in this value. Okay, so giving the offset here is different than giving the offset here. Okay, here if you give the offset, it will align this offset in the drawing. Okay, in the drawing. So whatever you will draw the path by using the drawing tools, whatever you will draw, so it will align that option. For suppose I'll specify here 100 mm as offset. Okay, and now I'll just I'll just draw a line exactly starting from this point. Okay, you can observe my dotted line is, okay, I'm giving reference at some point, but I'm creating the line at other point, at different point. I'm getting that pink color line at different point. So why? Because I have given 100 mm offset. It means that it will create the object at 100 mm distance from my specified point. Okay, so my specified point is that green color dotted line. Okay, this is my specified point, but it is creating, the object is at 100 mm distance from the reference which I am giving. Okay, if suppose if I eliminate this offset value, if I stop giving this offset value, I'll specify only 0 here, and now again I'll start it. Okay, so I'll start from here. Okay, so now look at this, exactly both my dotted line, my reference line, and the line which I'm drawing is lying on one on each other. Okay, because there is no offset I have given. This is how, this is about this offset giving. Okay, with some reference, if we want to create something at certain distance, then we have to give the offset here. Okay, if you want to place any object, okay, place the object at some certain height from the bottom, nothing but from the level 1 base level, you need to specify the base offset in this. Okay, this is about the different offsets. Okay, ma'am, can we get grills also? Yes, obviously you can get the grills also, simply you can change it. Okay, so whatever you can download, and you can even, these are some basic railings and grills. Okay, if you want some other thing, you can download it from rivetcity.com. Okay, so in the next topics I'll just let you know how to create the rivetcity.com account and how to download the elements from rivetcity.com if we have time, okay, left. So the various components we can download from rivetcity.com as well. Yeah, this is how we can place grills. Yeah, I hope is it clear about this offset? Yeah, someone has asked, is it clear about this offset? Yeah, tile in the wall. Yes, we can place a tile in the wall. So that is some other procedure for that. Okay. So we can add as a paint. We have to apply the material as a paint material. Okay, in the wall. So first thing we have to create that material in the masking and sorry, go to manage. So you need to create the materials first. Click on this materials, whichever the material, tile material you need to add in the wall. Okay, at a certain height. So I'm just it's the same process to create the new material. First create it and rename it and add it from the asset browser. Okay, for suppose let us say this style. Okay, so this we have seen in our real life also. Okay, in day-to-day life this style will be there. So I've created this style. Okay, I just want to apply this style to certain height inside my building. Okay, for suppose, yeah, here. So first thing is you need to go to modify. You need to split it, split the element. So until which height you need to place the tile. Okay, so after that, so I'm just going with here. Look at this, you have paint option. This is not only to paint, it will also change assign some material. Okay, so go to this. I'm just giving you an alternative for this. Okay, can apply. So look at this, here we have got this to the entire thing. So if you want to come get this only for until this portion, you can split this here. Okay, you can split the wall here. Okay, for this I'll just remove it. Okay, exactly, you can split and go to add paint. Okay, you can add this tile until certain height only. Okay, is it clear, sir? I hope this was your doubt. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, sorry, this railings has been done. So as I have came to this point, let me explain you the paint as well. Okay, so we can use this paint option in the modify in multiple ways. Okay, multiple ways. So to assign the paint for any face, to assign layer. Okay, to assign certain layer to any face. Okay, to assign the material to face of the walls or any components, we can make use of this paint option here. Okay, but suppose here this walls, for this walls I don't have paint. Okay, they are just finished and they don't have get painted. Okay, so if you want to assign the paint for this, okay, first thing is if you click on this paint option, okay, you will get this same material browser. So in this you have default materials, some certain default materials. Okay, so the paint material I didn't have here. Okay, I don't have any paint material here. So what I have to do means I'll simply go with creating the paint material first by going to manage menu. and click on materials option, and here click on create new material and right click and rename it. So I'm just creating it of paint 1. Okay, and let us add it to the with the asset browser. I'm just typing for paint material. Okay, so wall paints. So you can see here various colors, okay, various types, matte, glossy. You can see here which category it is. So whatever it is required, okay, you can add it. So let me add dark cyan here. So double click on it, so it will be added. And similarly, I just create one more material. Okay, and the same, go to create material. Okay, right click, rename it first, paint 2, creating the material. So any material, not only paint, we can create any material here. So let me add now this forest green. Okay, for time being, I'm just adding some default materials. Okay, even for the paint 2, we have forgot to click on this use render appearance. Check this use render appearance. Now let us create one more paint. So these are wall finishers. This is a metallic paint. Okay, I've created 3 materials, and let us go to modify. And here in the geometry, you can find paint option. Click on add paint. Okay, so now you can find those materials which we have created here. Look at this, paint 1, paint 2, paint 3, this we have created. So select which is required to you. So for this example, on this complete face, I want to add this paint. Okay, if you want individually, you can split this wall. Okay, you have to split at these joints. You can go for creating individually. Okay, for individual rooms. So I have explained you how to split as well. So like this, we can assign the paint for the faces. Even for the inner face and outer face of a wall. Okay, so by mistake I have added paint for this, so we can remove this simply by clicking on remove paint. Okay, add paint, select, and then click on the face. For suppose if you want multiple colors, you can go with multiple colors by splitting. So this is about adding the paints. Yes, you can go for modify in the material creation itself. Go to material. Okay, so if you want to change the colors, you can change it from this color book. In the appearance as well, you need to change in the appearance as well. Okay, so create a new material. Same wise, you need to go for create new material. Okay, click on asset browser, and for initially you just add one paint. Okay, take one paint reference. Okay, so after that, here you can go with changing the colors. This is the original one, this is the new one. If you want to change it, so from this color book, color scheme, you can have here RGB colors. For suppose if you have RGB color, you can RGB number, you can directly enter the RGB number to get that color. Okay, generally in companies they used to identify the colors by using this RGB numbering only. Okay, in the companies and in the other offices. Okay, in the architecture they will just identify the color by using this RGB numbering. So if you have any RGB numbering, you directly enter the RGB numbering to get that color and just click on OK. Split option is similar, sir, the same thing. So for suppose I just want the color until this part, okay, one type of wall color. So I can simply go with this split option in the modify tools. Split, okay, not split with gap. Here we have split with gap. Don't go with the split with gap. What happens is it will create a gap, okay, just to separate, to make as single division. You can go with split, okay, and I'm just splitting it here. So now let us see it in 3D view. So now we have created a split here. Okay, this is one type and this is one. You may think that here we have a line. Okay, so it means that it will be separate wall. It's not like that. If you go for rendering, you will get a finished wall. Okay, finished wall. That this is just for the appearance that we have this portion is separate and this portion is separate. Okay, for the reference it is showing a split line here. Okay, we have as we have used the split tool here, so it is for the reference, it is showing the split line. Okay, now we can go with changing the color. Okay, even in the inside also, if you want you can split and you can change the color. Yeah, is it clear? Yes. Yeah, if you want to go with horizontal split, you can go with horizontal split as well. Okay, but you need to specify. For the vertical split we have taken it on plan view, right? For the horizontal split you can go for any elevational view or else in 3D view itself. Okay, you can take the reference of any elevational view or the 3D view itself. Okay, currently it will be showing like a cartoon, right? Okay, but when we go for render it will give us a realistic image. Okay, realistic type, how the wall will look like if you have painted. It looks like this if you go for render. Okay, so is it clear about creating the new material, adding the paint and removing the paint? Okay, you can go with removing the paint also. Select here remove paint and select the face on which you would like to remove the paint. It will remove all the paints we have added. Okay, so is it clear? Shall we move on to the next topic?